people, I'm back on your screen. It's Ruel Penel from the studio of TYCB Network, your digital first Pan-African television network. So today, I'm grateful for life. What exactly are you grateful for? Because just after I left you on Saturday, it happened on Sunday. Practically everybody died on the spot. 7 people were killed when a Nigerian military plane crashed on approach to Abuja Airport on Sunday. It was said that the aircraft reported engine failure at 10:39 a.m. and crash landed on the final approach path of Abuja runway 22 at 10:48 a.m. That's just 9 minutes interval, and they were already at their destination. Boom, they're gone. So let's take a moment of silence for the victims of the crash who were laid to rest on Thursday. Indeed, life is a gift. Now, it's not like I'm a gossip, but arranging just is what I do. So let's rewind. Do you know what happened on 10th December 2005? It was a weekend. So Sosoliso Airlines Flight 1145 crashed in Port Harcourt from Abuja. Do you know what happened on 3rd June 2012? It was still a weekend. Dana Air Flight 992 crashed in Lagos from Abuja. I've already told you what happened on 21st February 2021. This was also a weekend. What exactly is going on? How can we appease this weekend? Seriously, we need a solution ASAP. But you know life is precious, right? So let's meet Kelechi Okochi, a Sosoliso airline crash survivor.
I spent 4 months in the ICU in South Africa and consecutive 3 in the wards. And then, after the 4th month, they had to tell me that I was the only person who survived from my entire school. So that was just like a different level of pain that no amount of medication could actually take away. So, 2009, my dad was actually the one. He was like, I'm noticing you're kind of restless these days. What do you think? Are you feeling like, are you feeling like up to school? I was like, that's actually a pretty good idea. So the school system, in Galveston, in Texas, really bent over backwards to accommodate me. And, I finished high school there, then I applied to universities there, got into a really amazing one that gave me a scholarship and paid for half my fees. And I graduated just this past May, first in my class, and I was even able to deliver the commencement speech at the graduating ceremony. So it was just a combination of the entire college experience, really. And I really felt standing on that stage like all the other kids that passed away during that accident were just right behind me. And I felt like I'd accomplished something on their behalf. That's how I felt. And I feel like God really gave me the family he did because he knew the kind of obstacles that I would face in my life one day. But because of them, I've never felt the need to conform. I've never felt like I need to make decisions based on my physical appearance. I've never felt like my scars define me. And I've never felt like, anything that I have to do will have to be dependent on, what I physically look like. I make decisions on what I like, who I am, what I believe, and never on what I look like. And that's how I've been doing things.
Thank you so much, Kelechi Okochi, for inspiring me and 1,000,001 youths out there. And thank you to TEDx Houston for this video. Life is indeed a precious gift, which we all should be grateful for.
Activists have shared videos like this one on social media showing burials at night. They say the government's hiding coronavirus deaths. The Ministry of Health has since said the night burials should stop.
If you lock someone up in a house, according to the literature we have read, the day you let him out, his immunity would have reduced by 30%. So allowing continued interaction help us build immunity, and this shall help us fight diseases.
So it is a pathetic situation, because World Health Organization is urging Tanzania to release data on COVID-19. Now, in a statement, Tedros said, I renew my call for Tanzania to start reporting COVID-19 cases and share data. I also call on Tanzania to implement the public health measures that we know work in breaking the chains of transmission and to prepare for vaccination. But no, The president of Tanzania won't listen. Our economy, according to him, continued to grow despite COVID-19 being there. Implementation of our projects went on and we did not shut down. And even now, we will not impose lockdown because we know God is present all days. Meanwhile, within the country, Tanzanian lawyers and Catholic bishops are also pressing President John Pombe Magufuli to recognize the crisis while taking their own preventive measures. You all remember I cried about Africa being under attack. So the 411 is Guinea has started Ebola vaccination campaign to stem the deadly virus spread. Look at Guinea people.
It's a feeling of satisfaction. If we have launched the vaccination today, it means that in a short time, I say to myself that in 6 weeks at the latest, we'll be done with this Ebola epidemic.
So by saving Guinea, we are saving West Africa and Africa at large. Thumbs up to Guinea. Ugandan opposition leader Bobi Wine said he was withdrawing a court case challenging presidential election results that handed victory to incumbent Yoweri Museveni, saying he cannot trust the Supreme Court judges to be unbiased.
The courts have failed to show that they are independent. The courts are not independent. It is clear that these people are working for Mr. Museveni, and we refuse to be part of that mockery.
I mean, hello, this is Africa. Who exactly can we trust? Are we sure that everything's even all right with him? Anyway. Hello, please, what exactly is happening in Chad? Okay, Baradine Berde Taguio, head of the Chadian Organization for Human Rights, OTDH, was arrested at his home on 24th January 2020. Let me tell you why. He was arrested because he posted a message on social media about the health of President Idris Deby. Before we go on, please, it's okay for you to follow me to laugh because I don't even know what's happening again. Apparently, Baradine Berde Taguio has been sentenced to 3 years in prison by the country's criminal court for violation of the constitutional order, as well as being ordered to pay a fine. Like, this guy lie or this guy not lie? What's going on here? You all know the president of Chad changed the country's constitution in 2018 to enable him stay in power until 2033. Or more, you want to stay in power. Anyway, you remember Libya? I told you about Libya last week. I think the people of Chad need a revolution. What exactly do you think? So how many of us actually understand the meaning of state of emergency? Because many times we just say words because everyone is saying it. So let's go to school.
We'd have to go back to 1984 when an emergency law was imposed by Paris on the French overseas territory of New Caledonia. But what does it actually mean for those living or visiting France? To start with, extra security has been deployed onto the streets of the Paris region. Authorities can arrest suspects of what is deemed dangerous behaviour, seize weapons and carry out searches. Public places can be shut, curfews can be imposed and restrictions of traffic and people are permitted.
Anyway, Senate has told President Buhari to declare a state of emergency on insecurity.
To urge the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, to, as a matter of urgency, declare a state of emergency on insecurity in Nigeria.
After all we have heard in class, do you think a declaration of a state of emergency on insecurity is the solution to our problem? Because guys, the streets might be flooded with military, people might lose their freedom. Like, did you also hear about curfews or more? Anyway, Sha, that's my take. What's yours? We Nigerians shall know how to break all sorts of records. So basically, it's the first time a Nigerian serving senator is being arrested. Yes, ex-Imo governor Rochas Okorocha has been arrested. So, record broken. Here's what actually happened. I'm not laughing. Here's what actually happened. His wife's property was sealed by the current administration, who have been carrying out investigations based on claims that Rochas administration forcefully dispossessed Imolites of their lands and properties. In case you're wondering, Imolites are indigenous of Imo State, like, obviously. Well, Rochas thought he had all the power in his hands or so, and then he went ahead to unseal the property as per se, you know, maybe because him and the governor, they're in the same political party. I don't know what's going on, Sha. But boom, Rochas got arrested was the trend of the day. And that's not all. Students of Rochas Okorocha School took to the streets to stage a protest in Imo State, Wahala for person who no get school. Because this is a total case of the person I thought was my friend is my enemy. In one word, betrayal. Now, Governor Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, and Senator Rochas Okorocha have gone into what the gossip people would call political banter. Let me tell you what's up. Governor Uzodinma said, "You will recall that before I became the governor, the Ihe DOI administration set up a judicial panel of inquiry to look into acquisition of lands and English. Let's go on. And conversation of government lands to personal property. I am not directly involved. It is a position taken by the government. There is a difference between governor and government." Then Rochas Okorocha now said, "I do not know what the governor wants to achieve, but I think he wants to make everyone fear him." Like as if myself I'm afraid because I don't even understand what's happening again. Meanwhile, a high court in Owerri on Thursday ordered an interim forfeiture of all properties allegedly acquired illegally by Rochas Okorocha while he was in office. I can like this kind of gist, but I don't know what's going on. Anyway, here's an update for our crypto family. You remember the Senate summoned CBN governor, so here's his response.
Like you know, the CBN has a major and primary responsibility as a primary regulator to protect activities of all actors and stakeholders, and particularly uninformed actors in that space in the financial system from other actors who may wish to take advantage of their lack of or limited knowledge to reap others, the uninformed people of. And that is the reason we have asked all banks to desist, to cease, and indeed desist from operating accounts for cryptocurrency dealers in Nigeria.
In summary, he's trying to say cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has been used to facilitate scams in Nigeria. So this leads me to my next story. Yahoo Boys in the news again. Let's recap. First of all, in late June, the 38-year-old was arrested in Dubai and arrived in the US on July 3rd to face criminal charges over allegations that he made hundreds of millions of dollars. Where do people used to see this money? Anyway, he made all that money from business email compromise fraud and other scams. In simple terms, business email compromise fraud is Yahoo. So the latest is that Hush Puppy took part in a North Korean perpetrated cyber-enabled heist from a Maltese bank, which took place in February 2019. So apparently the young man was looking at 20 years in prison before. Now we don't even know how many more years will be added, or how many more years it will have. Anyway, that's what happens when we take fast money straight. Anyway, that's it, people. Remember to follow us on social media at TOSTV Network and www.TOSTV Network to get factual information on happenings across Africa. I am Ruel Penal. See you next week, Saturday.